Hey everyone, Tommy Sanders, and I want to welcome you, the Veranda Luxury Pontoons family, to our online Owner's Manual. The Veranda Luxury Pontoons Owner's Manual is a comprehensive video-based resource covering every aspect of your new veranda and boating. Come join us as we begin our journey to a lifetime of enjoyment on the water on your new veranda.
The days are getting longer, which means it's time to get your veranda out of storage and water ready. This particular video segment covers 12 important steps for pre-season boat maintenance for your veranda, as approved by Yamaha. We will cover everything from inspecting your battery, fuel lines, spark plugs, polishing and waxing your veranda to inspecting your trailer. If followed, these maintenance steps will help ensure a safe and memorable boating season. We always recommend using one of our authorized dealers. However, Yamaha states that self-maintenance will not affect the Yamaha warranty provided it's done properly and using the proper supplies. Yamaha recommends that all Yamaha outboard owners, especially DIYers, download and use the My Yamaha Outboards app to record and track their maintenance. Learn more at www.yamahaaoutboards.com/myyamahaoutboards. Another helpful tip is to always keep record of your receipts for the products purchased to perform DIY maintenance if you choose to do so. We highly recommend consulting your local authorized Veranda Luxury Pontoons dealer who has certified Yamaha technicians on staff to provide post-season boat maintenance service. 1. Inspect the battery. Step 1 is to inspect your battery. There are several different types of marine batteries on the market, but Yamaha recommends using flooded lead acid or AGM absorbed glass mat only. Your authorized Veranda Luxury Pontoons dealer installs the batteries when they prep the boat after receiving shipment. The battery life for a boat is roughly 5 years. It is important to make certain that your battery held up well during the winter months. Start by topping off the battery with fresh distilled water if it needs it, then give it a good thorough charge. Check the charge with the battery tester, and if the battery still holds a strong charge, you'll be in great shape. If not, you may want to get your authorized dealer to inspect your battery. If the battery is in good shape, it's still a good idea to scrub the battery clean of dirt or rust, anything really that can build up on it. Next, clean the terminal post connections. Make sure you remove the terminals and wires from the battery posts first. Finally, carefully reattach any wires or cables that were removed. Coat terminals with lithium grease to protect them from further corrosion. For additional instruction, please refer to the electrical system page on Yamaha Outboards Maintenance Matters, located at www.yamahaaoutboards.com. 2. Check the timing belt. The second step in pre-season boat maintenance is to check the timing belt. Where is the belt located, and how do you inspect it? Good questions. The timing belt is located under your Yamaha motor's cowling on the top of the engine. The cowling on larger motors is heavy and fragile, so it may take 2 people to remove. The belt on your outboard should not have a lot of give, meaning that if you press down on it or give it any pressure, it should hold tight. Your Yamaha service manual states that the maximum the belt can stay on the engines is 5 years or 1,000 hours, whichever comes first. Each time a motor comes in for a service interval, the technician should inspect the timing belt and pulleys for premature wear, which is evident by belt dust around the pulleys of the timing belt. If the timing belt goes, it will cause significant costly damage to your motor. We highly recommend having your local authorized Veranda Luxury Pontoons dealer check or replace these for you. Inspect cooling system. Step 3 is to inspect the cooling system, which we highly recommend consulting your local authorized Veranda Luxury Pontoons dealer, who has certified Yamaha technicians to complete. Your outboard is water-cooled. No matter the veranda model or engine type, water will be pulled into the cooling system by a water pump located in the lower unit. Your local authorized Veranda Luxury Pontoons dealer can inspect the raw water impeller's condition before you start your engine each season for any indication of wear, and replace as needed. Finally, it's important to flush the motors after each use with fresh water, not lake water, especially for those who boat in saltwater environments. This will wash the salt water out of the motor, and in the case of freshwater motors, will wash out any freshwater debris. Customers may change out the lower unit gear oil and crash water for the drain plug, but beyond that, we highly recommend consulting your local authorized Veranda Luxury Pontoons dealer for servicing. 4. Test and check on your electronics. The fourth step in pre-season boat maintenance is testing and checking your electronics. Every switch, knob, button, and meter needs to be tested and checked before you even think about sailing away on your boat after dewinterization. Flip every switch on the helm and in the cabins. Don't skip a single one. The same electrical system connects everything, so keep an eye out for any circuit on your veranda. In the event you have any questions, refer to our online owner's manual for any electrical tips that you may need further information on, or contact your local authorized Veranda Luxury Pontoons dealer. Inspect fuel lines and fluid levels. Next, you'll need to inspect all fuel lines and fluid levels on your veranda. Colder weather can be very difficult on your boat's hoses, including fuel lines. Be sure that you do a thorough and detailed inspection of these fuel lines and other hoses. The fuel water separating filter is located in the stern storage area of your veranda, positioned within the outboard fuel line between your fuel tank and your outboard. It filters the gas and allows any water, which is heavier than gas, to safely sink to the bottom of the filter and out of the fuel. Is your fuel water separating the filter clean and clear? If it is, great. If not, get it replaced. Here are the steps to replace the fuel water separating filter. Purchase a replacement filter. Gather a fuel water separator wrench, screwdriver, rag for absorbing any fuel, and a large glass jar. Secure the wrench around the filter and loosen, then unscrew the rest of the way by hand. Pour the contents from the filter into the jar to check for water intrusion, which is an observable water line or debris in the bottom, such as a brown cloud. If you see this, please contact your nearest authorized Veranda dealer. We strongly suggest you not let a tank of fuel sit. Ethanol fuel goes bad quickly, especially in hot, moist environments. Use Yamalube Fuel Stabilizer and Conditioner and Ring Free Plus for every fresh tank of fuel to help stabilize the fuel. Apply a thin film of clean engine oil to the gasket when installing the filter. This will make it much easier to remove when it's time. Fill up the new replacement filter about 3/4 full with fresh, clean, stabilized fuel before installation, which will make priming the fuel system afterward much quicker and easier. Screw back on by hand until it's snug. Start engine. As we mentioned earlier, make certain all fluids are filled to their appropriate levels. If your engine is not a 2-cycle outboard, you should have replaced the engine oil when you winterize your veranda. If not, it should be done before each season. In either case, always check the oil level before starting the engine the first time for the season. Not only could low fluid levels cause problems, but the wear and tear on these systems will cost a lot of money in the future if not maintained properly. Check ignition system. The sixth step in pre-season boat maintenance involves checking the ignition system. Cleaning the ignition coils and spark plugs on your boat is very important because when neglected, they can corrode and cause poor engine performance and even stop it from running. To access the spark plugs, you'll need to remove the engine cowling. Next, remove each of the engine coils located on the backside of the outboard motor, and finally, remove and inspect each spark plug for color and residue. If the contacts are corroded, replace the cap. When you're done with that, make sure all spark plugs are in good condition and tight. If this has not been done recently, a full tune-up with new spark plugs and even new wires is always a good idea. Replace your zinc anodes. Next, you will want to replace your zinc anodes if you have one. If you replace the boat's zinc anodes when you winterized, you're good to go. These are typically located on the underwater portion of an outboard motor or on the propeller shaft of inboard motors, sometimes on the hull itself. Zinc anodes are important because they prevent galvanic corrosion of metals on your boat and engine that can occur in a marine environment, especially saltwater. They're also called sacrificial zincs because they are designed to corrode before steel and other metals. That means they're designed to dissolve and they need to be replaced regularly. Generally, if the zinc has lost more than half of its original material, it should be replaced. Watch out for animal hibernation. The 8th phase of pre-season boat maintenance concerns watching out for animals in hibernation while your pontoon sat in storage. Many people don't consider that insects and arachnids may want to take shelter in their warm, covered boats. Mice in particular have been known to gnaw into seating and make a warm nest inside there during the winter months. Don't let this be you. Make sure you never have food left in the boat over the off-season to reduce rodent infestation. Also, check all nooks and crannies for any bugs or spiders that may have taken refuge in your boat. If you find some unwanted critters, try using humane or non-toxic chemicals or traps that will remove them from your boat and send them on their way. Check the propeller. Next, you'll want to check your propeller. While you've got your boat out of the water, let's check the condition of the propeller. Only in transit and when stored on shore is your propeller out of the water. Now's a good time to check for dents, corrosion, or any loose or damaged parts. You'll also want to make sure that everything is in great shape and that nothing has been stuck or tangled between the prop and the spindle, such as fishing line or the boat bottom that you missed when winterized. If you find that the propeller is damaged for some reason, you should remove it and have it repaired or even replace it depending on the damage by a local authorized Veranda Luxury Pontoons dealer who has Yamaha certified technicians on staff. For additional instruction, please refer to the Propeller Solution page on Yamaha Outboards Maintenance Matters, located at www.yamahaoutboards.com. Clean. The 10th step in pre-season boat maintenance involves some deep cleaning. You'll want to clean the boat thoroughly before you let your friends, family, and pets onto your vessel. Vacuum all storage spaces and seating. For additional instruction, please refer to the External Appearance page on Yamaha Outboards Maintenance Matters, located at www.yamahaoutboards.com. Polish and wax. Many boat owners take a lot of pride in their boat and work very hard to keep it looking fantastic all year round. If you're one of those, you may want to polish and wax your boat. Polishing the aluminum logs and waxing panels can help prevent water spotting, but it is not something that we recommend. It really is up to you, the consumer. We do not recommend waxing the powder-coated rails on your fence. It's not like a painted surface and will leave residue in the small textures of the powder coat. Refer to the post-season boat maintenance video in the owner's manual for additional information about cleaning, polishing, and waxing your veranda. Use a power washer on a light setting to get any dirt or mildew off your boat that may have built up over the off-season. Once done and dried, apply cleaner, buff, and apply products such as shark hide to keep it fresh and taken care of. Inspect the trailer. The final step in pre-season boat maintenance involves inspecting your backtrack trailer. Just like your boat, the trailer is one of the most important things you'll be using all summer. You want to make sure your tires and wires are all up to standard code. Check the air pressure in your tires before using your trailer, and if one is flat or damaged, it's time to replace it. You don't want tire problems on the road. You are legally required to have working turn signals on your boat's trailer. Ensure all lights are working, and ask a family member or friend to keep an eye on them while you test your signals and brakes. Cold weather months are tough on brake bulbs, so care and caution is advised. We hope you found this pre-season boat maintenance segment of the Veranda Luxury Pontoons Owner's Manual useful to ensure your investment is ready for the upcoming boating season and a lifetime of enjoyment that it will provide.
For further information about this topic and other Veranda Luxury Pontoon related content, visit our website, verandamarine.com, or contact your local Veranda dealer. If you have a question that's not covered in any of these modules, send us an email at info@verandamarine.com.